There's poetry and songs and price of farm with apples, $7,500. Amount paid down, $1,500, and then it very quickly went downhill from there to the fact that they had to start to sell land to survive. My grandmother had a big market garden and an apple farm. The garden was all cultivated using compost and animal manures and no real synthetic fertilizers. She would pick me up after school often because my parents worked late, and I would run wild down here through the apple trees, and I had kept a pony here. They sold land in the 60s to basically sustain their house and to provide them a bit of an income. I think they sold our land, our family's land, for $100 an acre. There seemed to be this shame, or there seemed to be this cloud over our family. A particular farmer who purchased it was a conventional farmer and used a lot of petrochemicals and used a lot of herbicide to try to grow his crops here. And we just started to see a lot of differences around with the trees and the biology that used to be really prevalent on the farm. I just remember having this unexplainable urge to make things right, and I didn't even know really how to do that or what it was all about. But start you, I'll get you started. 1, 2, 3, go, go, go. Excellent.
This is our fold of Scottish Highland. We have a few mature cows. They're grazing here, eating the hay from our pastures, eating our grasses, providing us with their manure, which is then composted and put back into the soil.
Through the course of hard work and sacrifice, you know, me with a young family, Rachel came along when I was 21 years old.
We first planted in 2009. The hopes at that time that we were really just expanding in the farm and starting in a new industry here in Nova Scotia.
And when we first planted them, they completely defoliated. The leaves fell right off of them. They had downy mildew so bad in the first season that we said, oh my Christ, what have we done? We thought everybody was advising us correctly then, at that point, to go against organics and biodynamics.
You know, you pick up the soil and it's full of life. You can see that it's alive.
We said, oh, everyone was right. These plants are not going to survive in our climate, our wet maritime climate. And yet, the next year, we stayed true to the vision. And the next year, they defoliated later, so maybe a month later.
At the time, we had no intentions of taking it probably to the level that we are now, which is producing our own and packaging and labeling and putting our name on it and marketing.
So it's just over observation over the years that has just shown me that whatever we're doing seems to be working really well. And we're even teaching some of our conventional neighbors how to make some of our preparations. A lot of our conventional neighbors struggle with certain diseases that we don't seem to have. We slowly built it up. I paid $10,000 an acre to buy it back, not knowing what I would do with it, just knowing I had to have it back.
I'd say we definitely want to showcase our somewhereness. We're very proud of where we come from, and you know, it's not easy to grow the grapes that we're growing here.
The vineyard is always looked upon and scoffed on from other purists in biodynamics as a monoculture. And so we do everything in our power to create the vineyard as a whole. We're very long-sighted people. We try to think about the future more than what's in it for this season, right? It's about balance.
The legacy of the farm, I think, is very fair to say that Michael and I, from our heart, both feel very strong that it is all about the best life for your family.
We're here, this is our land, and this is our namesake, and this is our legacy. And I feel a lot better in my life knowing that it'll be a lot less likely that this land could ever be, utilized for anything other than agriculture. I think the grapevines have that, the winemaking and grapevines have that great ability to be able to succeed. Everything is just so generational rather than immediate. I like that. It's a beautiful day to start harvest. Vintage 2017. So I want to say thank you, everybody, and we pray for good weather and pray for good quality grapes and everybody's strength to get through these tough few weeks that we're going to endure. Future.
Don't forget me, Dad.
I won't forget you. Cheers.
Cheers.